I like Russian winter, and I would like to get used to Russian winter. This is Pereslav Zalesky.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember this time when I was here, that was also in 2000, with my friends, and it was winter, it was minus 30.
Oh, wow.
I'm from Spain, so I can't hide my feelings. It comes from the mountains, it's pure, so you get a lot of energy from this river. And actually Altai, it's a place with a lot of energy, and very good energy. I don't know, for me Russian, it's like poetry, it's a very beautiful language, it's very melodious, it has melody. Well, for me Vysotsky is higher. He wrote about everything. He has sad songs, tragedy, he has comic songs, he did everything. They like here other cultures, yes, they're very happy to have other cultures.
Hello everybody, it's a pleasure to have in our studio today Meritxell Rodes.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming, Mariche. It's an absolute pleasure. So today we're going to be talking about culture, music, all things amazing that Mariche brings with her artistry and with her creativity. So without further ado, enjoy and let's go to that one. Why have you decided to dedicate yourself to Russian songs, even though in the current context it might be a little difficult?
Well, it was not so difficult before. They should know more about Russia than just Russia. It's like vodka and medved. It was after the coronavirus that came more difficult, but I decided that I have to follow my way. This is the way I've been doing for so many years. It's the thing I like doing. And I'm not going to stop because now it's they see Russian in a different way. I represent the Russian culture, and Russian culture is there's no world without Russian culture. Let's say it like this.
Mariche, let's start with the fact that I think Russian music and Russian culture in general, obviously, it's very rich. But I know that Vladimir Vysotsky holds a very special place in your heart, as he actually does in mine. So how do you think Vysotsky, who is a bard, who was really popular in the 70s, back in the Soviet Union,
Кто здесь не бывал, кто не рисковал, тот сам себя не испытал. Пусть даже внизу он звезды хватал с небес.
how does his art, how does his music, how does his poetry specifically resonate with you, and how does it represent Russian culture and Russian mentality?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, I think I'm very glad that this interview is in Taganka.
Oh yes, it's in Taganka. So Taganka is a place where Vysotsky worked actually.
Yes, the theater is very near, so I feel here like he's here around. And you know, sometimes I walk around Moscow and I can feel he's also here. His spirit is in Moscow. I don't know, that's how I feel it. Why I like Visotsky, when I was studying Russian in Barcelona, that was in 1993. I remember the second year of studies, the teacher put us a song, Вдоль обрыва.
Oh, wow.
Кони привередливые, Capricious Horses, yeah?
Вдоль обрыва, понад пропастью, по самому, по краю, я коней своих нагайкою стигаю.
And she asked who likes this song, and I was like, well, for me it was a very big discovery. You know, it touched my soul and everything. So since then, I really like his songs, and I think his poetry, they should have given him the Nobel Prize.
For poetry?
Yes. I'm sure about that. He's a genius.
I actually had someone compare him to Bob Dylan really recently.
Well, for me, Visotsky is higher. He wrote about everything. He has sad songs, tragedy. He has comic songs. He did everything, and also he was just not only a songwriter and he sang. He was an actor.
Вот ответ. Вы
или не быть? Вот в чем вопрос. Достойно терпеть безропотно позор судьбы, или нужно оказать сопротивление?
So Vysotsky, it's great. And they should know Vysotsky more in Europe.
I totally agree. I've actually translated his song recently, Про прыгуна высоту. And I really like his sports-themed music. And I do think it's absolutely brilliant. What is, other than Кони привередливые, what is a song that really resonates with you that you find really touching?
Apart from
Кони привередливые.
I really like Я несла свою беду, because it shows the pain of a woman, yes, because it's a lot to do with solitude, with things that do come on in life, and also with war in the Soviet Union, and not only in Soviet Union. Before that, in Russia, there's lots of wars, lots of suffering, but that doesn't mean that you have to die. You go through this. But I like all the songs, not just this one. Lyriическая also. And I sing some of his songs as well. Моя цыганская, I really like.
Wow, I think it was absolutely amazing. Yeah, Моя цыганская, with the way you must be performing at it.
Pourquoi tu m'as là? T'as mal à la tête, mais bois un peu moins aujourd'hui, tu boiras plus demain. Et encore plus après-demain. La la la.
What do you think is so special? What Russian culture contributes that other cultures do not to world culture?
Because here there are lots of writers that wrote about very important things, about why do we come here to live in this earth. There's a lot of philosophy in these writers, of all the novels they wrote. Then there's the art, paintings here are very important. There's a very painting school is very important also for the whole world. That's why I think it's important. It's the ballet also, music, Tchaikovsky, all the. Without this, I don't know. I don't imagine a world without the Russian culture. Let's put it like this.
You came to Russia back in the 90s.
Well, I started. I started studying Russian in 1993, and I studied for 6 years. But on the second year of studying, I came here for 2 months. Like I was 1 month in Russia and 1 month in the Ukraine. At that time, everything was the same. So I didn't see the difference between Ukraine and Russia. It was not the Soviet Union, but just after, a little bit after, yes, 95. And my first impression was very good. People were very friendly, and they wanted to know a lot about Europe, about history, about how we think. My impression it was that they were friendly people.
So do you feel that you have to make a choice when you choose to connect your life with Russia, that you have to make a choice between Russia or Europe, or despite the fact that there is such a conflict going on, to say the least, you can actually bridge your life between the two cultures, even if, for example, you don't have your family here?
Yes, of course, I managed to do this because I go back there also often, and for me it's not a problem. But I choose to be here because for me it's better at this moment to be here than to be there. And I like speaking in Russian. I like singing songs, and in Europe I can also do it, but it's not the same because first of all, these years, not even now, but it was like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, it's like people that have gone away from Russia. They are Russians, but they would say, "Oh, why do you go there? You know, we've left this place, and it's better here in Europe." So I don't like to hear this. You know, this is why here I feel better.
And you mentioned that you're really connected to music and to language. So you are we've spoke with that a little earlier on, but identifying both as Spanish and Catalan, is that right? How do you bring your new Russian identity into play with this, and how is it for your loved ones back at home and your friends maybe who might have been surprised by your choice and your curiosity and your interest? How does this all work out for you?
Well, my friends, they know me for a long time. And like, it's been like 10 years or 15 years. Oh, why do you like to go to Russia so often? What is there? And I explain to them what is there. It's a beautiful country. People are friendly. You don't have to be afraid of Russians, you know. There is lots of beautiful songs that I like singing. I like Russian romance. I like songs of Vysotsky. I like prison songs. I recorded in Barcelona with some musicians that they immigrated there in the 90s. This record, this CD, it's called The Destiny of the Thief, Судьба Жигана. And there's lots of these songs of the Soviet Union about prisons, about hard life. But the music is beautiful and it's poetry. So my friends know about my love for Russia for a long time. So now they say, well, we understand, of course, you've been coming here for so many years that, so what are you going to do now? Oh no, I don't go back there anymore. No, it's not possible because it's too many years I've been dedicated to this and dedicated in a way that I love, not because I make money. So that's very different. I think here people are able to do something not just because of money, and that's very important if you're committed to something. Not because you think about money or you think about, oh, I'm gonna have this or that. You just do it because you love it, because you feel well when you do that. I feel well when I sing these songs. They do good to me. And they do good to the public because they like it also, the way I sing. It's my own interpretation, you know, because I wasn't born here, so I don't sing romances as they sing here romances. I see it in a different way. I have another view in the way that I'm more passionate, maybe, yes? Because they say, well, in Russia they sing romances more сдержанно.
Yes.
But for me, it's like more passion. Well, I'm from Spain, so I can't hide my feelings.
And you have been recognized by Russian authorities, Russian cultural authorities.
I sang in a festival, Chanson Goda, and well, I have prizes, and yes, and also in Большая Romanciada. And I'm the first Spanish interpreter in romance in the Большая Romanciada. I don't know, for me, Russian, it's like poetry. It's a very beautiful language. It's very melodious, it has melody. So I started singing Russian songs more than English and more than Spanish songs. And my repertoire is, as I said, most in Russian. I have more repertoire in Russian than in Spanish. When I was like 25 years old, because I lived in England for 5 years, and then
You lived in Colchester.
In Colchester, and in London for a year, and then in Colchester for 4 years, so 5 years. And I started to play the Irish flute, and yes, I used to play this type of flute, and Irish songs, Irish folk tunes, and I used to sing in Irish, and in Gaelic, and in English. And we had a Celtic band, and we had gigs not just in England, in Barcelona, in Spain. But after that, I started studying Russian, and I really liked this language. My repertoire is, as I said, most in Russian. And I recorded two CDs. This one, I said, in Barcelona, this one in Moscow with a band here. Songs like Чубчик Кучерявый, Ночь светла, romance, yes. Different songs also, folk songs, Valenki. And I wanted also to say that there's my drawings, because I also paint. I started painting maybe, I don't know, 15 years ago. It was just something I like doing when I have free time. And in here I also have exhibitions now. People like my paintings. Like this is Pereslav Zalewski.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember this time when I was here. That was also in 2000 with my friends, and it was winter. It was minus 30.
Oh, wow.
And I had a very good memory of this. And well, I painted this, and this picture was in the museum. Храм вооруженных сил.
Yes.
There was an exhibition in the gallery and they took my painting. So I was very pleased.
Russian language, how difficult is that?
It's difficult. Russian is difficult and
Yeah.
reading is difficult. Not all the authors are available. Like Dostoevsky is very difficult to read. He makes very long sentences, yes, and you get lost. But Chekhov is it's easier. But I don't know. For me, it's not a handicap because it's difficult. I think I like difficult things because at the time I was studying Russian, I started playing the violin.
Wow.
And like I was 28 years old.
Wow, that's a mix. Russian and violin. That's very special.
I was 28 years old and I was playing violin. Well, it was difficult, but anyway, it was like also 10, 15 years I played. And at least I have a good sound with violin. And I don't know, for me life is like not one life, it's like different lives. You know, my life in England, then my life in Spain, my life in Russia. But it's difficult. It's a difficult language. I studied for 6 years in Barcelona in the school. For Russian, no, it was not a Russian school. It's a school of foreign languages. And the most amazing thing is that I wanted to study Arabic, but there were no places. And Russian was free. And I thought, well, I'm gonna try. And I really liked it from the beginning. It was the letters, I liked the pronunciation.
We have Russian lessons available and they run in Italian, French, and English. So you're very welcome to subscribe in order to help you to bypass these difficulties with actually getting your language in early.
So I started to study, and I studied for 6 years. At that time, the immigrants, they came from the 90s, rushing away from here. And I have to say, they were very friendly people, is what I said. I think the Soviet Union had people that were very friendly, they trust each other. There was trust with the other person. And this is what I saw of these people that they came from Soviet Union. They helped each other, not because of money or because wanting something. It was, and I liked being with these people. And also they were very creative. They have a very good imagination. Well, mostly, of course, I was with artists, with painters, musicians. But all of them, they have stayed there. I only know one person that came back here. The rest, they prefer there.
As you said in the beginning, we all miss the Mediterranean Sea in Russia. What do you think is the difference? What would you highlight the differences between Spaniards, Catalans, and Russians?
The difference is that Russians, they are serious people. They are hard workers. I'm not saying Spanish are not serious hard workers, but they are less. They are more, well, tomorrow. In Spain, there's this phrase, tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. It always takes time.
Mañana.
Yes. So, and Russians are, maybe because of the climate, but I think it's more because of the history of this country. It's always been like you have to fight for something, or you can't relax. Yeah. Yes, it's difficult to relax here. And in Spain, it's not difficult because you have the sea, you have that's the main difference. And also Russians, they like thinking a lot. I think Spanish, not so much. They're more like, well, like dolce vita, viva la vida, dolce vita, like Italians, yes.
So what you're describing Russia as a pretty difficult, hardcore place. What attracts you in the country, even if it's so different from this very relaxed, easygoing mood?
Because we don't come here to relax.
What do we come here for?
We come here to work. We come here to know what life is, not just to relax. To relax is like we're gonna relax when we die, not when we live.
That's a very Russian saying.
When we live, you have to discover something, do something that it's really not just lie on the beach and do nothing. You know, I think summers are very long in Spain. Like people lie in the beach for three months and life is gone. And what do you know? This is why I like Vysotsky. He also talks about this and about achieve something in life. I think that's very important. Yes, you ask me why do I like here if it's hard, but it's not always hard. There are lots of good things here. It's for me. It's true that a poet has to be hungry. When it's difficult, it's when you do something. And it's been like this for painters also. Van Gogh, his life was terrible, but he was painting every day. So I don't believe that if you have a good life and you have everything, you're going to do something. It's well, at least for me. And I suppose I've always liked difficulties. Otherwise, I wouldn't start playing violin. It's a difficult instrument. You have to play every day. You have to.
Absolutely, it requires so much dedication. It's crazy.
In this CD, I play violin here.
Really? Wow,
yes,
amazing. So, what is your impression of the Russian winter?
I like Russian winter, and I would like to get used to Russian winter, but it's hard. Not because it's cold. Cold, it doesn't. I'm not afraid of cold, but because it's slippery, and I'm not used to walking when it's slippery. You Russians, you were born here. When you were 3 years old, you walked in slippery surfaces.
No, but still, it's still very dangerous and hard for everybody to walk on the slippery.
Yes. No, people fall.
Yeah, of course.
And it's very dangerous
winter,
to
all
fall.
the time. Yeah, it is.
I fell here once, and it was enough because I hit my head here.
Oh my goodness.
Versatility.
Oh my God.
Yes. And they took me to hospital.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't think it was the end, but I was not feeling very well. And I had to sing in 5 days. And the doctor said, no, you can't sing now because... that was the time when I had my romanciada in the Kremlin. And I said, no, I can't miss this opportunity. So, you know, it was okay. In 5 days I could sing, but I was really like... so Russian winters are not easy. And I was in Arkhangelsk in winter.
Yes, you were.
I had a concert there, so it was very, very cold. And I thought, oh God, how? And one thing, I thought people would walk slowly. And they were walking very fast all the time in this place. And I thought, why? Why do people walk so fast? It's not Moscow, it's Arkhangelsk, it's smaller. So maybe it's because of the cold, I think.
Yeah, you want to get home, obviously. You don't want to be in the cold.
You've been to Arkhangelsk, St. Petersburg, Barnaul, and other cities.
Tambov. I was in Tambov, Nizhny Novgorod, Gorokhovets. It's not far from Nizhny Novgorod. Well, I had concerts in these places, Sochi as well. I was also in Crimea. That was before coronavirus. Like 2 or 3 times with the Vysotsky festival.
So we know, can you tell us about your trip to Altai this summer?
Altai, it's a place that it's a must. Everyone should go there.
So first of all, this is Russia, this is Moscow. Altai is, for our viewers?
It's 4,000 kilometers, yeah. It's a place where there's no industry. So if you manage a place where there's no industry, so the air, it's pure. It's when I got out the airplane, my lungs, they opened up. I didn't realize that they were closed in here. Well, we used to it in Moscow. And then I felt like something like it opened. And because, yes, the air is it's pure. So I traveled there for like 15 days. I was there for a month. It was in Gorno Altai. And I traveled these 15 days in some other regions of Altai. I was near Mongolia and the main river there is Katun. So quite a lot travel where this river is.
Did you see people rafting?
Rafting, yes, I saw some people rafting. I wanted to also not do rafting, but to swim. But at least I went to Akunutsa.
Just to have a dip, yeah.
Yes, because it was very important for me. Because like it's this river, it comes from the mountains. It's pure. So you get a lot of energy from this river. And actually, Altai, it's a place with a lot of energy, very good energy. So you get this energy when you travel, when you see these mountains, and it seems that these mountains talk to you, and you also feel that our problems are very small compared with the nature. You feel this very distance from petty problems that we have.
What advices can you give to those who want to come to Russia and do their art?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to study Russian, to be able to communicate in Russian, because it's going to be easier if you speak in Russian. And also, I think that when Russians see that you make an effort to speak the language, they are more open. This is normal. It's everywhere. It's like this. In England, you also will have this this thing that if you speak English, people are gonna help you more. So first of all, is to learn Russian, to speak Russian, or to have a love for this language. Secondly, you need to be patient. Things don't come immediately. So you need to work on your patience, on your resilience. That if sometimes you fall, that doesn't matter. You can fall and get up again. You don't have to. It's important not to give up, not to think, oh well, it doesn't work. This is difficult. And I think that if you love what you do, when you believe in yourself, I think it's very important to believe that what you're doing is the right thing, the thing that makes you happy. That's the advice I would give.
What happened that you actually received your Russian citizenship in 2022 under the order of the President of the Russian Federation?
Well, this happened because when I used to come by visa so many years, in the end I just got a little bit tired of this. I thought it's not going to work all the time to come here with visa only for 3 months, then go back. It was I started to see that I need to have my citizenship so that I can come here whenever I want and go away whenever I want, not to be all the time with visas. In the time of the pandemic, I was in Spain for almost 3 years and I couldn't come here, and I was very sad. This is true. I had dreams about Russia most nights. I used to dream about Beriozy.
Purchase, yeah.
Yes. And I thought, how my life is finished with Russia if I can't go back there anymore. It's like, what am I going to do? I don't want this. I want to go back there. I want to do things there. I want to see my friends, people that I love. So I decided to apply for the citizenship through the Ministry of Culture, because as I said, I done lots of concerts here, and so they looked at my curriculum, resume, and it took me they took a year to find out about me and why did I want the citizenship. And in the end, I waited a year and I had it. So I was very happy when I received the citizenship. I was still in Barcelona because as I said, I didn't come here for 3 years. And I got the citizenship in Barcelona in the consulate of Russian consulate there. And after 3 months, I came back, and really I was very happy. But that time it wasn't a happy time to say that I've got the Russian citizenship, because people wouldn't understand. It was the time when all this started, and it was. You couldn't be happy about this, but I didn't care about that. I thought that this is my time. I know that I'm doing the right thing.
Mariche, what was your path as an artist in Russia? How did you make your way to becoming an artist in Russia?
Well, as I said before, when I was studying English, I used to have a band, an Irish band, and we made concerts. So there I learned a little bit about how to deal, to have concerts. So when I started to come here, first of all, because I was singing in Russian, for me it was easier. Because I had quite a lot of friends that they met me with people that could organize me concerts. So it was like this, so through friends, through people that I met in different venues. They would organize my concerts. It was not that I had one person that organized me, it was different people. So that's how it works. It works communicating with people. I think that's very important, more than sending your CV to different agencies. It's and I think it still works like this here. Visual contact and physical contact is very important in this country.
So, Mariche, what are the difficulties that an artist can encounter when they do music in Russia?
Well, the first thing is you have to have a network of people. This is why I said it's very important to speak in Russian, so that people can understand you, that they know what you want. From then, you will start connecting with people of this area, and you have to record your songs. So put them in YouTube, or also there are agencies, of course, you can send the music to. For me, for instance, when I recorded this CD, I sent the whole CD to Chanson Goda, to Radio Chanson.
So a radio, a Russian radio.
Yes, they liked it, and this is why they invited me. So you have to, first of all, send all your songs to Russian radios and agencies. There are various of them. You can look in internet. Some of the difficulties, perhaps, is that I found this, but maybe I don't know if it was because I don't know why it was, but it's true that some people, they can tell you, oh yes, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then these people disappear. So you have to get used to this, that sometimes people disappear, and maybe in Spain or in other countries it's not that way, because it's more formal. Here there's maybe lots of opportunities, but you have to have a third eye to see who you're talking to.
What is one of the technical difficulties that you encountered when you came to Russia?
Technical?
Yeah, so as in, what are the difficulties, practical difficulties that you encountered when you came to Russia?
That was so long ago that I don't remember anymore. No, for me it's difficult the winter because everything goes slower. I want to go up fast and I can't because the snow is slippery. I have to look at the floor. For me, this is a difficulty. I want to go faster than I can in winter. I don't see any more difficulties, I think, because I think in Russian and I feel like a Russian person, so there's no difficulties anymore. I live every day and every day it's like overcoming difficulties.
What are the communities and opportunities for artists who come to Russia? What are the communities for artists that are available for those who come to Russia?
Well, now I think there are lots of opportunities if you are foreign, because they like very much to have here people from other countries, so from Africa, Russia, in a way, has always been a place where they're happy to get people that come to live here. They've always been very friendly about this. So I think they like here other how to say, cultures. Yes, they're very happy to have other cultures.
What are some of the festivals that exist in Russia related to, for example, folk music that you do?
There's a festival in Siberia, a very important festival. It's called Folks in Siberia. That's one of the most important ones. But there are lots of them. The festivals for folk music with there's a lot, because here it's very important, the people that write songwriters. Because Russia has a very big tradition in songwriting. There's lots of composers, maybe now not so much, but they've been like Vysotsky, Akujava, there were lots of them. So it's a country that they write a lot. So this is why they have lots of festivals, more than in Europe, I find, more. In Europe, it's dying a little bit, this songwriter.
Mariche, what's the one thing that you would like to have as an artist in Russia? An opportunity, maybe?
I would like to have more state support, because I've been singing for a lot of years Russian songs, and I think I don't have support from the government at this moment. And that's one thing I really would like to have.
So hopefully with more people coming in and with more people exploring opportunities to have their future in Russia and express what they do in Russia, hopefully that will happen someday.
Yes, we always have to hope. That's the last thing the person has to loses, yeah?
Exactly.
Hope in the future. As I said, I think there is energy here, light energy. So this is why I like this place.
Meritxell, so what inspires you to continue with doing your art and spreading the word and spreading Russian culture all around the world? What is your inspiration?
You know, when I lived in Spain in my youth, I never, well, not never, but I didn't believe in God. I wasn't really sure there is a God. And it was in Russia that I became a believer. Now I believe in God. I know He exists. It's not a man. It's something that created this world, and it's a force that makes you, opens you a way. And I know this is the way. I know he told me this. This is why I continue, because I know that this is it's my mission. It's like something I see very clearly. And even if there are things that are difficult, this doesn't matter, because I go along and I know this force is with me. So it's not that I have to get to the end. I'll get to where I get. The important thing is the way you go every day, and because I don't know, this gives me joy. Gives me this joy to see that I'm alive. That I do what it's needed from me. This is why I don't give up, and I go this way.
Fantastic. Great, Meritxell. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to making new videos. Thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Пока-пока.
Чемоданечки носи, лучше валенки почи. Валенки да валенки, эх, не подшиты старенький. Валенки да валенки, эх, не подшиты